Pocono. Under caution again for the Salem winner, Christian Eckes, hard into the wall in turn number 2.
We see the left front tire's already gone down. It's popped the cover off the hood flap. Bad news for a driver who was so confident coming into this race.
Oh, he was a contender here today, and there you see him just barely gets the styrofoam down there in the corner and then hard into the concrete. Christian Eckes done for the day after that hit.
Eerily similar to what his teammate suffered at Salem on the final lap. That right front tire, no warning, cut, and boom, to the wall he went. Eckes not running a full schedule, but going after the Sioux Chief Short Track Challenge is a priority for this young man, and this will cost him in those points because he was just race points.
Toledo Speedway, Gus Dean in the 32, and that green machine 8th in points coming into this one with some heavy damage on the right side of that car. But let's take a look at that. Some contact between teammates. Drama here at Toledo. Harrison Burton in the 12 and the 28, the point leader here in ARCA. Sheldon Creed getting together coming off the corner.
But Mason said, I want someone that can win a race in this car.
Oh,
he called Grant just a week ago.
Thad Moffitt goes around in the corner. Major damage to the number 18 of Riley Herbst. 3rd in points coming to this one. And Harrison Burton involved in the 12 once again. So sometimes they say cautions breed cautions. We're certainly seeing this halfway through this one now. 102 out of 200 laps complete here at Toledo. Let's take a look at what happened. Natalie Decker in the 25 there, but you see Thad Moffitt, the King's grandson, Richard Petty's grandson, spins it in the corner. And then it looks like Harrison Burton might have been trying to woe down a little bit, and the 18 of Herbst just got into the back of him.
Both those teams have made multiple pit stops under caution, so Riley perhaps locked the brakes up, or the pedal might have gone to the floor. He got
21 laps in, and looking to see if there's debris. Oh, yep, there's the incident. Doza,
hard
57.
Hit for Doza, sure is. Ryan's just trying to make his way back to the garage area. Sure has been. Wow. See if we can take. Ooh, there was some contact right there, Vince, with Natalie Decker, and that looks like Joe Graff Jr. also that silver 77 that got into the outside wall as well.
Well, that's going to, I would imagine, be the end of the night for Doza with all of that damage. Back at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the General Tire 150 under caution because of an accident involving Jesse Owuji and Tyler Dipple. And very interesting because it was clear that Owuji knew that he had a problem, and we'll see it here on the replay. And watch, you see the spark out from underneath the car of Owuji, the 34.
Yeah, then he just moves up the racetrack. It's right up against the outside wall, out of the way right here.
Yeah,
but
it looks like everything would be fine at this point. Obviously knew he had a problem, and then he tried to come down and get out of the way, and Dipple got.
Yeah, and Vince, I'm not sure he tried to come down, or maybe whatever was going wrong forced him for that car to turn left like it did, and then makes hard contact with the 22 of Dipple.
Boy, and that's a hard hit into the wall.
And Dipple as well too.
So big hit for Owuji, and the good news is climbed out of the car under his own power. And then just a moment ago, the 77 of Graff getting together with the 78 of Max Tolman.
Got loose on the inside of Max Tolman, makes contact with the outside safer barrier.
Caution.
Oh, there is a caution.
Caution's out as Sheldon Creed just told the teams he took the lead. This is the best my car's been all night. That lead's going nowhere, guys.
Joe Graff Jr. Boy, he has been involved. He's going to be glad when this night's over. He has been involved in a variety of issues tonight, and one that he saved from being a significant issue when Austin Hill got into the back of him and ended up making a great save. It looks like he just lost it on his own that time.
Looks like he just got loose. That was Michael Self in the 15 behind him, but I don't think he was close enough to make any contact. But that was right in front of our leader. These guys getting together.
Wow, Jones fighting back on the outside, and 3 wide with Chase Purdy getting loose and into the wall.
Well, there's 2 cars to the outside of him. Did such a great job saving those cars. I think it was Sheldon Creed and Riley Herbst that were on the outside of Chase Purdy.
3 wide there with Purdy on the bottom, and I think just got down underneath that white line a little bit. Created the back end to come up, got loose, and a little bit of contact and couldn't haul it in.
When you get cars side by side too, that car on the inside is going to lose a little bit. Ooh, they make contact right there, and then he never really regained contact, but control, excuse me. But what a great job that the 28 of Sheldon Creed did by not losing his car.
Well, that's unfortunate for Purdy. Watch it from the onboard of Gus Dean.
You can see him 3 wide up there in front of Zane Smith. Gus did a great job. He noticed that car was up against the wall. He got back in the throttle to get by before Chase Purdy came down the racetrack.
Well, that could have very easily collected all 3 of those cars.
Just can't say enough about the job that Sheldon Creed and Riley Herbst did to maintain control with their cars.
Turn 2.
Even if he's not able to get done, as you see the 11, Tony Makovich, spin around. He actually got into the wall in practice as well. He had some left rear damage from that incident in practice.
So this is from Leilani Munters on board. Difficult to tell up ahead.
I think there was another car involved as well. The other car, I think, drove off from the incident.
Morakovich is another one of those from Pennsylvania, just 19 years old.
See, the right rear tire is down on that car and the damage to that right rear quarter panel. Sure close. Look at him try to get to the inside of Travis Braden. Somebody getting to the outside wall there. Was that Will Rogers maybe in the Dryden car? He got up high.
Oh, you called it.
Oh, looks like more of an engine situation, unless that's a right front tire rub. Looks like there's a little bit of damage on that right front. I think he might have gotten to the wall, Kevin.
Tough break. So many of the Dryden folks are here. Jonestown, Pennsylvania is their location. Dryden Lubricants, been in business since 1893. A home race for them. And watch in the back there, Phil.
He's too wide. He was up out of the group. That was actually a pretty significant contact with the safer barrier. You can see the smoke from the right front tire rub.
And he's not coming in yet. This is a replay again on board. Will Rogers.
You see, he tried to get back in the throttle, then realized that up in that loose stuff, that car was not turning. Probably had to back off, but still made pretty good contact. But he, as you mentioned, he still is on the racetrack. And remember, these body panels now set by Noah Gragson. Ooh, spinner. That's going to be a huge break for Will Rogers in that 52 car.
And also for Brennan Poole, who was looking to get the wave around. This is Dale Matchett from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Not all that far from here. Making his first start of the season, 10th career.
Kevin, it looks like maybe cut down that left rear tire. It's already spinning. I think that left rear tire went down, and that's what caused his spin. But that's, as you mentioned, that's going to be a huge break for Brennan Poole. He will get the free pass, as well as give Will Rogers an opportunity to get to pit road. Surprised that these guys came as early as they did, and the caution is out now.
Oh, and there's a bunch of
off.
smoke on the past the third turn on the main stretch.
Yeah, they'll had a spinner off turn 3.
Too much smoke to ID that car yet. It's the 11 of Morakovich, who was involved in contact on the opening lap.
Now these guys are going to have to make a decision. Do they think the ones that pitted in the last lap or two? Let's see if we can take a look at what happened. This is Riley Herbst on board. You see, he got loose well before Riley got there. Riley may not even have made contact. He was spinning before Riley got there. But these guys have to make a decision, Kevin. Do they come to pit road?
And number 4 is for the car running in the 4th position. Look at Gus D, just lose it.
Just got loose over there in turn number 1. Really has a nice car. Was running well in front of Christian Eckes, in front of Brennan Poole, up into the top 5, probably top 3. Pretty fortunate he didn't make any more contact than he did. He's trying to make the move on Eckes. Just slight contact with the outside safer barrier. Does a nice job getting it straightened out. What a great view right there. I'm not sure he hit the wall, Kevin. You see Brennan Poole and Christian Eckes go by on the inside.
And Eckes just barely missed him, so that was fortunate for those two running in the top 5 right now. The caution comes out. Dean maybe can stay on the lead lap. Riley Herbst for second. Poole right back there in 4th, and they're crashing behind, and that's Christian Eckes in the 15 that's gone around.
So far, just a single car incident. Caution is out. There was some heavy traffic behind the first few positions. Looks like the right front tire is down on the 15 for Christian.
So we'll see if anyone else was impacted. I'm not sure if Eckes hit anything.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like the right rear tire may be down as well. Certainly is going to bring him to pit road.
And for those that needed to save some, this works in their favor. Those that just pitted would probably prefer just see it stay green the whole way.
Exactly. See, Christian's going to make his way to pit road. Pit road is closed, but there really won't be many people stopping, so he's going to have to restart the tail end of the longest line. See, it's already underway here.
And I don't think anybody got him.
Didn't appear to be any contact.
Or at least got him after he turned. Let's see if we see the reason.
Looks like he was on the inside. They were side by side, I think, through the tunnel turn. He was on the inside. That's Will Rogers Dryden on board right there.
And that was Gregson right in front of Rogers as well. Gus Dean there from his on board. And here's Brennan Poole up to second, and a big crash back behind. Leilani Munter is one of them in the Vegan Strong number 20.
Mrkovic in the 11 is involved. See Leilani trying to refire her car, the veganstrong.com Toyota for Venturinis. She's going to undo the window net. I don't think she can get it started. Looked like quite a bit of damage to that car. Yeah, you can see the damage to the front end there.
And there's still one other we have not ID'd between the 11 and the 20. So 4 cars at least are involved.
Is that the Ed Pompa and the 10? It is the 10
yeah,
car
it's the
right there.
Double H Ranch.
That's Ed Pompa's car.
So
you can see Ed moving around inside the car, inside the cockpit of that car.
Let's go back and see what happened.
That's a car sideways. It's Mrkovic sideways. Leilani with nowhere to go up against the outside wall. Mrkovic forced her into the outside wall. Then she got hit in the back by the 34 of Jesse Iwuji.
So that was the car we hadn't ID'd yet, the 34 of Iwuji.
And then Ed Pompa came along, also made some contact.
On board with Munter.
Absolutely nowhere to go. No way that she could have stopped on a dime and turned underneath that car of Mrkovic.
And he's a talented young race car driver, but it has been a day to forget. This is at least the 4th incident that he's had in this day. And this time, unfortunately, takes a few others with him. So we're going to get another restart. Some will like that, some not so much.
We've seen him be really good on some restarts. Some trouble. Will Rogers is around.
Caution is out. Number 7. And the leader is Sheldon Creed.
And we're going to have yet another restart.
This one won't be as long, or shouldn't be, but we're going to be into a handful of laps by the time we get going again.
See if we can see what, you can see Will Rogers is going to get run into by the 78 of Max Tolman.
Yep.
Will does a nice job. I'm not sure he's going to make much contact. You see him sideways. The 78 of Tolman has already run into him. Almost saves it, just loses it on the second little swoop. See how these guys avoid him here. Nice job by the 8 Chase Purdy to get around him on the inside.
Just barely.
Christian Eckes, the 15 on the outside.
Gregson was up ahead. He squeezed by. It's at least his second near miss.
You see him way up the racetrack because he knew the 78 was crowding him. He gave him as much room as he could.
Trouble already on the racetrack. The 25 of Natalie Decker on the inside apron. Had a mishap on this initial lap in this 100-lap race. Let's take a look at what happened to the 25.
Doesn't appear to be up to speed. It's something, maybe the left rear went flat. That was a quick spin there. Something either locked up in the rear, in my speculation, or the left rear went down and it caused her to spin. Was that a loose run by Gustine off the corner?
Oh, trouble. There is Dave Mader, the third, going around in the 63. Trouble for Dave Mader, and heavy damage after collecting the inside retaining wall here at Michigan.
Trying to get everything possible as he's getting comfortable back in the ARCA Racing Series. That was a matter of just hammering the gas off of turn 2 and it got loose on him.
A lot of damage to that 63 car here for Dave Mader III, 62 years young, competing here at Michigan. He won years ago here at this racetrack, 1991.
Mader's back in the 12th position, 2 laps down on this restart. Double file is way on the outside of turn 2 and just got away from him.
And I could just feel that hit right there that he took because that car was clean.
One more look here.
Here it is, Half on his inside. Mader trying to make his way through the field. See what happens to him here. Sometimes that air can play havoc with people, and you can just see he slid up the racetrack.
And the 32 of Gustine and his wiggle may have caused Mader just for a brief second to burp the gas. When he got back on it, it might have busted loose as well. Tough break for the veteran out of Alabama.